Hi, Warrior, it's Tramson here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Hardcore Warrior.
Greetings.
Today we are in Kargath, guys, and we will be making our way to Stranglethorn Vale today. I know my cam looks a little bit different today, and that is because I finally have my new PC and PC setup finished. So I'm excited about that. And I decided to do to change up the camera a little bit. So when I'm looking at the game, it looks like this now. Sort of looks like I'm looking at my character. And then when I'm looking at the camera, it looks like this. Or if I say I was streaming and I was looking at chat, it would look like I'm looking at the camera. So I like this setup. I'm going to give it a try. The mic is also not in my face anymore, so that may affect the sound quality, the audio quality of my mic. It is further away, but I hope you guys can hear me well. But I may sound a little bit different. But I hope you guys are doing well today. I am doing great. Excited to get back to recording more again. And I must tell you guys, these new monitors are insane. I went from a 1080p monitor to a 4K OLED, and man, it is different. Like it almost felt like going from a CRT TV to an HD TV. I got the MSI. I think it's called like 123 URX, 32-inch 4K OLED. Pretty nice. I'm enjoying it a lot. It really changed the way WoW currently looks for me. I am recording though in 1080 because it is a little bit taxing on the PC, even though it's new, to record in 4K. So we'll probably continue recording in 1080, but I will render the videos in 4K like I've always been, so you can still watch it in 4K. But I guess you can't really say the videos are native 4K. I've had a couple people comment to me about that, like saying your videos aren't really 4K, and I would be like, I do render them in 4K, but yeah. So really excited. Got a new PC setup going. If you guys don't know what hardware I have in my PC, it's a 5070 Ti. Gigabyte gaming overclock is the name of the video card, and the CPU is a Ryzen 7 9800X3D. So we went pretty all out with it. 32 gigabytes of RAM. I think like 2 terabyte hard drive SSD. So yeah, we're ready to go for the next, 5 to 10 years. I think my last PC I lasted me 8 years, so I hope this one lasts me that long as well. But I am really pumped up to play some new games, guys, like some newer titles. I really couldn't do that with the old PC, and now I can do that, like games sort of like Clair Obscur and games like that. I did have some issues with the PC after I built it. I don't know if any of you guys have been building PCs and have run into this issue, but for some reason my PCIe cable that plugs into the video card, so from the power supply to the video card, it had trouble connecting to the video card, and I would get like a black screen. Like eventually all my monitors would just go black because the video card couldn't get enough juice to power up my monitors. So or to show a display. There's a display port issue. So I had to unplug it and plug it in again. Just a little bit harder, and it's working right now. But if it doesn't work, the video card comes... I didn't notice this, but this video card comes with like an adapter. I can show you guys. It sort of looks like this. And you plug these 3 8 I think it's like 8-pin, yeah, 8-pin PCIe power adapter slots into your power supply, and then they give you like the video card its own personal 16 PCIe slot to plug in. Because I guess the power supply, the PCIe cable that plugs into the video card from the power supply, I guess they're not that great and they don't really connect well. So now the video cards are giving you your own. But yeah, it's been a little bit of a headache there with that stuff. Let's turn in Mox Addons enchantment, guys. I am almost ready to complete the enchantment. Have you performed the
With
bidding?
this holy spring water, the ceremonial choker is ready for enchantment. Wear this with pride, adventurer, in the name of the war chief and in defense of the mighty horde.
So we got Choker of the High Shaman, 5 intellect, 8 spirit. Nah, I could probably sell that, guys.
What do you need?
It's also going to take me some time to get used to a monitor this big. I have it pretty far back. If your table isn't like at least 2.5 feet like depth-wise, I wouldn't even recommend a 32-inch monitor because they're pretty massive.
Be safe.
All right, guys, so we're gonna head out of here and we're gonna make our way to the Swamp of Sorrows. And the reason why we're doing that is to continue Ledger from Tanaris, where we have to get Goldsteel's balanced Flame Burge. So that is going to be what we do today. We'll go to Stoneheart here, turn this quest in, we'll get the flight point, and then try to get Goldsteel's balanced Flame Burge. And yeah, feel free to tell me in the comments, guys. I think we can sneak through here. Usually would never sneak through a Murloc camp, but I think at this level we can do it. But tell me how the audio's doing. Is the cam all right? You know, is this new style any good, or is the old style better? I kind of like the new style of cam, so I hope you guys do as well. Sounds like somebody may have followed me on Twitch there. That's what that sound was. I don't know if you guys heard it. Probably not, because I have it as game capture. Maybe you guys did. But I am thinking about starting streaming soon, maybe. See. It's just I want to be able to record if I stream as well. Because I would like to, you know, continue uploading, you know, all the WoW stuff that I'm doing to the YouTube channel if I did start streaming. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I hope I can survive, guys. And I hope my PC doesn't black screen while I'm playing this character, because if it does, then we'll be in a lot of trouble, and I'll wish that I probably installed this adapter here. But I think it's fine. I plugged it in pretty damn tight, so if it does mess up, what I said to myself, I'm like, if it black screens one more time, I'll just plug this in and try this. But I think it's kind of silly that the power supply's PCIe, you know, cable can't plug into a video card. That's kind of ridiculous. Should be able to stay in deep enough to power up the video card. I got a 1,000-watt Be Quiet power supply, so tons of power in there, especially for a 5070 Ti. But I I understand why people get consoles, guys, over PCs. Like, setting up all this PC stuff, damn, it's a headache. And if you ever run into an issue and you're not a person that's into, like, Googling and then doing process of elimination stuff, or if you don't have the time to deal with that, you know? Oh, no, look who it is. Stitches. Scary. You have to watch out for Darkshire, too. Don't want to die today. That'd be kind of rough. But yeah, if you're not into, like, you know, researching stuff and then figuring stuff out, you know, you just don't have the time for that. You just don't. I'd avoid PC gaming in general. Because I was actually thinking about bringing it into a computer store, because I couldn't figure out the issue with the black screen. But I was like, you know what? I'll just try plugging it in, doing the classic, you know, plug black in trick with the video card, and it worked. All right, so we have to, like, kind of sneak around here, guys. Can't run into Darkshire as a Tauren. It's not a very good thing to do. We'd probably get wrecked. And I heard about an announcement, guys, about a game that's going to be coming out this year called Outer Worlds 2. I played Outer Worlds 1, and it was good. I enjoyed that game. It's sort of like a Fallout in space. I know there's already a Fallout in space game, but this came out before that. Can't believe I forgot about that game. The name... It's like... What's that game called? That Bethesda game that came out a little while ago. I've never played it. Yeah, Starfield. So it came out before Starfield, so people were kind of calling it Outer Worlds before Starfield came out, Fallout in space. But it's a lot like Fallout. And it's going to be a part of the Xbox Game Pass, which if I do play that game, I'll probably sign up for Game Pass, because the game's going to be $80, which is pretty damn expensive, so might as well just sign up for Game Pass. Because the way I look at it with Game Pass, if I can find 5 games... Okay, we gotta watch out here, guys. If I can find 5 games that I'm willing to play, like, for a decent amount of time on Game Pass, that would probably pay for the year subscription. Because games are pretty expensive these days. I've never really signed up for Game Pass, but if they keep releasing, like, a lot of cool games, I'll probably check it out. I'm also looking forward to the Gears of War remake as well. And that'll probably be on Game Pass too. Alright, so we snuck by Darkshire. I'm happy we didn't run into that spot and get wrecked. We'll never have to do this trip ever again once we get to Flight Point. So we will never have to worry about, you know, running into the Night's Watch after this. Look at this. This is gruesome, guys. Wonder why. Turn back. Abandon hope, all ye who enter. So this is the road to Karazhan, guys. Karazhan's just down here. So I guess they did that. Medivh put that there to be like, you didn't want anybody visiting him. Pretty evil guy, Medivh. There's actually a couple of quest chains in Duskwood that revolve around him. Yeah, but look at this. This is gruesome. Legs are torn off. Scroll out a bit here. Okay. Just making sure we're going the right way. Don't want to run into Karazhan. But it will take me. I'm gonna try to get ahead a little bit. It will take me a few days to get. We'll try to get the mage and warrior coming out every day soon, guys. Try to get that going at least, and then we'll get GTA 3 going again. I still want to get 100% in GTA 3. And Mr. Pandaria is coming out, so looking forward to that as well. I'll make sure to check that out. That should be coming out in a few weeks from now. And the Nintendo Switch 2 sold over 3.5 million units in the first 4 days. That broke a record for Nintendo. Fastest selling, probably, Nintendo console ever. So it's done well. I've been watching people play Mario Kart World. Looks cool. So much different from than the N64's version. That was the Mario Kart I probably played the most of. A lot of grinding in it. You know, you could like rail grind for almost an entire race, which is kind of crazy. Cool game though. Looks great. All right, so here we are. We are in Stonard.
Where would you like to fly to?
Okay, good. We got another flight point.
For the Horde.
We'll turn in this quest here. Report to Hailgrim. Give a quest here for that leads us into Sunken Temple. Maybe we'll check that out. Seems like an elite quest, though. You returned. You have a report.
Thank you, adventurer. From Nika's report, I see the Alliance is not without its own problems, and we may find that some enemies are shared between us.
If this is worth picking up fresh meat. I guess we'll pick up fresh meat, too. Won't be in Stonard for long, guys. We've kind of out-leveled this zone. But even though we've out-leveled it, that doesn't mean that we,
Loktar.
that we can just, you know, run around aimlessly. We have to pay attention. We can get killed by the Murlocs we're about to go and see. I'm gonna get rid of some of this deep rock salt. Just want to free up a little bit of bag space here.
Strength.
Before we leave, who do we have to talk to? Malash? Or is it Dar? I think it's Dar.
Strength and honor.
Okay. Lack of... Which one do we want? Fresh meat?
There's a high demand for the succulent taste of crawler meat among my customers, especially the meat from the monstrous crawlers. If you plan on heading to the coast, then I could easily make it worth your while to bring me back some of their legs to have transported back to Orgrimmar. The coast is to the east from here, and you should have no problem finding the creatures scurrying along the beaches and under the sea.
All right, here we go. Let's check this out, guys. See how this goes. Need to watch out for the green dragonflight here. There's a lot of green dragons where we're headed, so don't want to die to those. Level 44 warrior just died to the Skull Splitter Spirit Chaser and STV. Yeah, Skull Splitter trolls are pretty dangerous. And I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll see if we do Maradon, guys. It would be terrible if this black screen issue happened while I was in Maradon, and like a group of people, including myself, lost their characters. So kind of just probably, I don't know, maybe we'll just avoid dungeons for a bit. And just, you know, level normally just by doing quests in the open world. What do we got up here? An iron deposit. Guess we'll mine this. I don't think we need iron anymore, though, for engineering. Kind of just, mostly on mithril now, I believe. And we need more solid stone. Because we're making, currently making solid blasting powder. Okay, so went the safe route. Didn't see any green dragonflight either. They're mostly here. Let's see how these murlocs are. Still getting used to this kind of monitors, so probably try to play a little bit safe here. Okay, get ourselves a food buff. And then we'll slowly make our way to fight Goldsteel. Looks like we need to go into the water to get the monstrous crawler legs. Not too sure what I think about that. There's probably a lot of murlocs in there as well. But we should be safe for the most part. Be pretty much 10 levels higher, 9 levels higher, so... we have to be pretty damn close for them to, you know, aggro to us. So there's the green dragons right there. We need to watch out for them. So you can see, looks like they're not elites. I know there's an elite dragon, though, that flies in the Swamp of Sorrows. You have to kill him for the Onyxia Tomb and Quest Chain as a Horde player. Back a bit here. So we're looking for like a specific murloc. We'll just slowly make our way up this beach. Stack rage. We're gonna be pretty safe for the most part. Pull here. Nope. That's awesome. Well, it's good to come here at this level. Normally we probably would have pulled like 3 murlocs there, but since, you know, since we're at the level we are, we don't have to really worry about that. We got Imperial Leather Spalders, guys. 9 strength, 9 spirit, and 90 armor. Leather, I think it's leather legs, I believe, right? Leather shoulders, I mean. Look kind of interesting. There's a monstrous crawler. We actually need the legs for these guys. There it is. This is who we need to kill for the flame birch. This guy here. Jarquaya. I probably said his name completely wrong. Really butchered it, probably. Hope we don't chain pull when we fight him. Try to just build rage before we get into a fight with him. I think these guys heal the oracles, so I'll have to watch out for that as well. Oh, crap. Ying sprayed us. Little debuff that reduces your hit chance by 50%. It's pretty brutal. Well, you would miss a lot with that debuff on us. What if I should range pull him? That might be a good idea. I'll build up a bunch of rage here. Okay. We'll have a bite to eat, and then I'm just gonna charge in. This probably won't pull. Yeah, we didn't. It's just me and you, Jarquaya. There we go. So we got what we needed. Now we're just going to collect the monstrous crawler legs. Just take a peek down here. Go for a little swim. Got some gators down here. Seems like we see most of them on the beach. Kind of hard to see. We'll just keep going up the shoreline here. Not too sure where the best spot is to find these crawlers. If the drop... There's one. So if the drop rate sucks, maybe we'll just not do this quest, but we'll check it out for a bit. Too sure. You know, do it for like 10 minutes and see how it's going. Do a little screenshot here of us looking out into the water here. A shaman went down in it. Silver Pine Forest. What the heck was that? That was so weird. Did like a screenshot and it like canceled my game. Like the game stopped. That could be like a Windows 11 thing. Didn't cancel the game, but you know what I mean. It just like froze the game for some reason. Good to know. Probably won't be doing another screenshot today. I'll have to figure out how to remove that. And that's the thing with anything you, like new, you run into stuff that you know it's that you're not used to. Like I ran into another issue. I couldn't download recording software I use is called Open Broadcast software, and I couldn't download the software. It's like download OBS because I downloaded a program called like it's a Logitech program for my webcam, and for some reason it wouldn't, something with that program wouldn't allow me to download OBS. So eventually I got it downloaded. And I so I got rid of the program and I re-downloaded it again for the webcam. And when I would start a recording, everything would be fine. But when I would try to stop a recording, I couldn't stop it, and my recording software OBS would freeze. So I had to delete it again. It's weird how sometimes two different, like a different type of software can mess up another. I've noticed that a few times with WoW add-ons. Like sometimes an add-on negatively affects another. But I've been dealing with a lot of that this week, trying to get all this set up. And Xbox came out with a handheld. I thought they were gonna put the handhelds on delay, but supposedly they grouped up with Asus, Republic of Gamers, and looks like Xbox is going to have a handheld. It's supposedly going to be pretty good. I think it's going to have, it's like 1080p. I'm not too sure how big the screen is. I think it's like 7-inch screen, 1080p resolution, 16 gigabytes of memory, and 512 gigabytes of storage. I don't really have any other handhelds, so I'm not too sure how good that is. I heard that's not bad, supposedly. No monstrous collars here. It's mostly just the small ones. And then they have like an upgraded version that you can get. It's just the ROG Xbox Ally X. The X is the upgraded version. And the upgraded version, you get 24 gigs of memory and over a terabyte of storage. Not too sure what I think about it, but it is good that Xbox is getting into the handheld game, because I've heard that they might not make another Xbox console and just really focus on Game Pass. But they should probably get into handhelds, because, you know, they probably want, you know, people that have Game Pass to be able to play Game Pass on the go, or, you know, not just at home. Mostly crocodiles here. Weird how the Questie tells you there's like a, oh, there's one right there. It's our first one we found in the water. How many legs we got? Like, we got 3? Yeah, 3 legs. What the heck is down here? There's a ship down here with a bunch of murlocs. Need to watch your breath, though. Be brutal to get netted while we're underwater. We'll just keep on looking for these crawlers, guys. Not too sure where most of them are, but it seems like this side might be the way to go. Is that one there? Nice. Kind of hard to see. Might have pulled that snapper. Looks like we'll be all right. And the last thing we need to get for the Ledger of Tanaris is the overdue package. And that is in Dustwall Marsh. So we'll probably head over there before we make our way down to Tanaris. Still have a few more quests to do, I think, in Stranglethorn Vale, maybe? Could check it out here. A couple. I've already done the ones I was willing to do, I think, though. Could go to the Blasted Lands. There are some quests there. It's level 50 ones. Not too bad. You get buffs from it as well. Running out of food here. Yeah, it seems like this is one of these quests that, you know, most people would avoid doing. It's kind of a pain to find these guys. We are almost halfway there. If we get a leg here, it's like 10 minutes for 5 legs. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, it's pretty good. We'll continue. Just need to make sure I don't run into a bunch of murlocs. Maybe we can find some out in the water here. Doesn't look like it. It's cool there's still a bunch of like people low level still playing. Another death here. Died in the Barrens. It's weird how they say there's so many out here in the water. There's one. Can't believe that one just passed me. You find most on the shoreline. There's barely any in the water. There's another one over there actually too, I think. Drop rate's pretty good, though. There's another one here. Sort of close to a Murloc. Maybe we'll just hang out and... Actually, probably pretty safe button here. The thing about these crawlers, they don't run away. Alright, 3 more legs, not too bad. Worth completing for sure. But I'm not too sure where we'll go next. Maybe we'll go to the Blasted Lands. Might be a good idea. Quests aren't that bad, and they're all kill quests. On PvP servers, it's brutal going to the Blasted Lands trying to do those quests. There's always like a pack of Hoarder Alliance running around ganking people that are trying to complete the quest there. Alright, so it looks like we've gone a little too far. We're starting to see the lower level crabs. I'm gonna just try to swim through here and not pull anything. See if we can find some more. Just out in the water. Oh, there's one right there. We're lucky we're the only ones here doing this quest. There you go. Hopefully get him to run up here. Or swim up, I mean. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but Epic, they came out with another free game of the week. It's called 2 Point Hospital. It's a game where you build your own hospital and you're trying to, you know, increase the amount of patients that you have, and also the amount of patients you can handle, and also how much cash your hospital's making. I wouldn't really call it a hospital simulator, but it's like a fun hospital game if you ever wanted to build your own hospital. You have to try to cure like rare diseases as well. Looks pretty fun. Sort of like a roller coaster tycoon. Actually, there's quite a few out here. Hopefully we get a leg from this one. There we go. Looks like we're running out of shells. Be awesome if we got a golden pearl, but it's like we didn't get one. A lot of zesty clan meat, though. I got a golden pearl here before, I think on my hunter. It's worth like 50 gold. Pretty expensive. Rare drop. We could not sell on the auction house, though, so I'd probably just save it in the bank. Two more legs to go. How far out we can go here? Are we going a little too far? Like we're maybe on the edge. Let's see what's up here. "23 warrior died in Stone Talon mounds to a windshear digger." I think that's out in, yeah, here. That's where all the goblins and trogs are. Common death spot. A lot of gators out here. Oh, there's a crawler right there. Nice. Let's make sure we pay attention to our breath. It'd be a terrible way to die. Imagine black screen here. Like, I know what I would do though if that happened. I would just probably press spacebar, try to get to the top, and just hope I live. Alright, one more leg. Not too bad. Check the shoreline again. There's a crawler there, actually. Get our breath back up a bit. But I'll be honest, if I got a handheld, I think I would just go with the Switch, because you can't really get those games on PC, right? Yeah, I would really only get a Steam Deck or the Xbox One if I was on the go a lot. Like, if you're a person that travels frequently, then yeah, I think it would be worth it, but since I'm not, I probably would just go with the Switch. Kind of scary over here, guys. Look at this guy. Dude, what are you doing? This guy's a wild mage. Thank you, though, for clearing this out for me, buddy. Level 41 mage. I'm not gonna help him. He's got it. He's good. I think he's good. Pretty risky doing that. He's got block, though, and evocate and all that stuff. Another Nova will go down soon. And he does the flame strike. You did it. Nice. It's a lot of XP. It's a fun part about playing a mage, doing pulls like that. We'll head up here. We'll try to find some more crawlers along the shoreline. Just need one more leg. That one, nice. This could be it. Nope, not yet. Got some seaweed. Will this be the last one? And that'll be the end of the Swamp of Sorrows, guys. Kind of happy we sort of skipped this one. There's an annoying escort quest up here. You have to escort this, like, fisherman guy through this pack of... Can't really call them Drain Eyes. I think they're called, like, Forsaken. I forget what they're called, but... They're pretty much Drain Eyes who sided with Illidan. And they made their way through the Dark Portal. And they're now in Azeroth. They, like, work for the Burning Legion in Illidan. I think they're called Lost Ones. Alright, there we go. We got the legs. That wasn't too bad. Let's hearth out of here. We'll turn these in Stoneyard. And then... Not too sure what we'll do next, but maybe go down Blasted Land since it's so close. Probably be a good chunk of XP right there. We might even hit level 53 there.
Strength.
I have a cask of wine waiting for your success, Dravsine. It's only right I taste the goods before I have it shipped back to my customers.
Ah, this should be perfect. I can't wait to taste these after they are prepared perfectly over an open fire. You should take a sample of it with you on your travels. It truly is delicious. If we are to make these new lands ours, then we must have places to rest our battle-weary bodies. Lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles.
All right, so we don't need this belt, so we'll sell it. The Leather Chef's Belt. Does 3 stam, 12 intellect, 67 armor. And probably sell these shoulders too, the Imperial Leather Spalders. Now we got 90 armor, 9 strength, 9 spirit. And then we got these grilled king crawler legs. They give us 1,392 health over 30 seconds. Maybe we'll hold on to these just to have some extra food.
For the whole.
As a warrior, you always, are eating, so we'll hold on to them. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode, maybe we'll head over to the Blasted Lands, or maybe we'll head down to Feralus and finish off some more quests there. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.